alcohol, maybe too much.
And for many, the best place to be is Jump Up. It's St. Lucia's high-octane street party that takes place every Friday night, a time when locals and tourists can get hot and sweaty together. But for the police, the big crowds, free-flowing rum and heady atmosphere can be a cocktail for trouble. PC's Xavier and Ducasse are on the trail of a missing motorcycle. It looks like they've found it, but this section of the crowd doesn't look too friendly. PC Xavier and Ducasse are unarmed, outnumbered and isolated. The situation is turning critical. PC Xavier calls for backup. Within minutes, the full force of the Gros-Islet police station descends on the area. The suspected ringleaders are tracked down and arrested, but the crowd is now an angry mob. Everyone's pumped up.
Move from there! Move from the vehicle!
In the back of the truck, Xavier's temper appears to snap.
Relax yourself, my boy. You're under arrest right now. What? Relax yourself. Leave yourself on that corner there.
Killer not doing nothing.
Let me show you something. 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 That's your bike. That's your bike. Let me show you something. Leave yourself. Relax. If you put your blood in me, you problems. Shut up. Shut up. Don't say nothing. Relax yourself. Relax. Where's my cap? Who take my cap? Somebody take my cap for me. Relax, Mario. Relax.
The men are thrown into cells while the police officers continue to challenge them.
Relax. You cannot disrespect me like a boy. You're lucky I shoot you to you. I just know to shoot you. No, you cannot disrespect me. You send something, you throw my cap. Put on your hands, my boy. Put on your fucking hands. You respect me and trying to do me that kind of thing. Bike move, they move with the bike.
Xavier steps outside to cool down and search for his missing cap.
Where's my cap? The boy, take my cap. One man send the bottle behind me. Hit my cap. Yeah.
Locked up, the suspects are questioned by the police until the early hours.
You still get a shot. Come. Give your fucking shot.
As dawn breaks, PC Xavier reflects on the events of the night before.
A group of lunatics, I can say, just surrounded us and overpowered us. We apprehended 3 of the guys, but they won't be getting away with anything.
At the port of Castries, a shipload of day trippers are disembarking for a few hours of shopping madness in the famous open-air market.
Perfect destination, I think it's wonderful. Oh, it is. It's very friendly.
Best friends Karen and Carol from Warrington have left their husbands and children at home and are taking St. Lucia by storm.
We work together, we play together, we holiday together. We come away as families, but we also come away just on our own.
It's a chance to stop being housewives and start acting like teenagers again.
We let our hair down and let ourselves go.
Yeah, it's just great.
It's one resort to being back to children again.
Today, the born-again teens are on a last-ditch shopping spree. They're flying home tomorrow and can't go back empty-handed.
Hey, man! Yeah, man!
Hey, what's going on? How are you doing, my girl?
Yeah, man!
Razipper is the manager of the market and a man who's always ready to give female tourists a helping hand.
The morning's blue. Have your husbands with you?
No. Oh, no.
But thank God. I love free women, man. I'll for you guys some cigars, man. You know, you the cigars, you know, hold it on there now. It's gonna be like, you know.
Karen and Carol's husbands could be in for a shock.
This is what I did. When the man drinks that.
Like Viagra?
When he drinks that, he's like Viagra. He gets to stunning him. For hours he'll be working and then stop working.
Fill the bag.
Raz can't leave the Shirley Valentines alone, and shopping's soon gone out the window.
What's that? My husband doesn't see this. This is what I call shopping.
Under the cover of darkness, St. Lucia's drugs unit enter a world that the tourists very rarely see. High in the Prali mountain region, an informant has tipped them off that a crop of cannabis is being grown. Led by Sergeant Terry Bradley, they carry out around 25 such operations a year, but their resources are limited.
One of the problems we have, we don't have the use of air support. We don't have any helicopters at our disposal, but what we use is our local knowledge. We know that the marijuana is grown on the island. We get it on the streets, and we know what we get on the streets is more or less local products. So we just use our local knowledge to go out there.
As day breaks, Bradley and his men have already hiked 6 miles through dense jungle. Just as the tip-off is looking like a false lead, they find what they've been searching for.
Not too far from us, there's a plantation. So you see, it wasn't that much of a long distance after all.
Before them is an acre of land where the forest has been cleared. In its place, an illegal but highly profitable crop has been planted. Armed and ready for action, Bradley's men lock down the clearing.
There is always a risk, so we practice safety. We don't want to get complacent and always believe that we're going to go into a safe environment.
They could burn the crop where it stands, but Bradley likes to take no chances. He's determined not a single leaf is left for harvest, and each plant is uprooted by hand.
Carefully, don't drop any along the way. We're not leaving any for the bad guys.
Not at all. Not at all.
I'm always particular. I don't leave anything behind. Not for them at all.
They need to work quickly. It's a high-risk operation. Dope farmers are often armed. If they come back now, Bradley and his men could find themselves in a gunfight.
When he approaches the farm, his first impression would be that somebody may have come to steal his crop. But as he gets slower, and if he's coming from this direction, as he gets slower, he may have realized that we burnt the crop. And he's going to be pretty upset, and he might not have a few nice words to say about the police. A couple of wood jockeys down there is preparing a nice little fireplace. We're going to stack all of them on the wood, and we will burn it.
The crop with a street value of $25,000 goes up in smoke. The middlemen and street pushers are going to have to look elsewhere.
These guys, what they would do, they themselves probably would not be the ones going out there as the agents selling it on the street corners, but they would probably have the clients that they would distribute in portions, maybe a few pounds goes to various clients, and they would make their money, and then it filters into the society.
As part of their war on drugs, the exact number of plants is logged.
So far we have eradicated a total of 2,038 plants.
For Bradley, it's been a busy day at the office.
This is very satisfying. This is good news for us. And as you can see, it's quite early. It's just about 7:20 in the morning, which is, I don't know if you guys, but it's good luck, but we found this plantation very, very quickly.
With the last stalk ablaze, he rounds up his men.
Okay, everybody, let me have your attention. We've already destroyed the marijuana that we found here. I want everybody to ensure that they have all the equipment, everything they came with. We don't leave anything behind, and regroup, and let's get ready to leave. We will then maybe follow another track.